Oh, we're live. Hi. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching. This is PlayUp's channel. We are currently running a homebrewed D&D campaign where basically it's our own little fictional world where our heroes get to play an arching story, and their backstory is included into the arch story. I'm just nervous and just ranting on, so I'm gonna just pass it on to my players as they get to introduce themselves. Bye.
So, I am Ennis, the disgraced dwarven fighter, noble, and military captain formerly known as Tushauer of Clan Doldaran. I now work to protect my family and regain what was once lost.
My name is Auka, moonchild. I have left my people in the mountain in order to find something to save them from the slavists that have imprisoned them.
I'm Thorfinn Runesander. I'm a retired watcher and follower of Ishid, and I've been keeping an eye on some sort of cult who's going around in the area and who are trying to revive an old monster, an old demon.
Hi. I'm Ashton. I'm playing Rowan Henrik, a noble fighter who is just been swept up in chaos. I was just trying to do a nice thing for a town, and now I'm being dragged around by maniacs. Absolute maniacs. But it's been fun, at least.
You've been having fun?
Okay. Good.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah. But I met his character.
Oh.
No, it's not been fun. It's been a nightmare, and I don't think I'm ever going to sleep again.
No. I'm Jonathan. I'm playing Cracked. In the previous episode, we learned that my old designation before I named myself was YE37. Do with that what you will. I'm an old warforged who is kind of falling apart and following people who promised me money for doing jobs.
I'm Merrin, a human wizard, and I have abandoned my quest to become a great illusionist in order to go on a bigger quest to stop the evil Morthos.
And I am Don Chap. I'll be your DM for this session. The session is going to be split into 2 sessions, basically, to make up for last month, because we couldn't really meet up last month. So enjoy the heavy RPing and mindfuckery. Unfortunately, as there is a player missing, Jake, he plays the Tiefling rogue named Odd. Unfortunately, he couldn't be with us due to health reasons, but he promised us that he would be with us next week. So we'll look forward to that. So what will happen to Odd's character today is that at some point he's just going to poof, vanish, okay? Because I have to admit I'm really not good at taking care of other people's PCs.
Spoiler warning!
But we will do that narratively. So last we left off is you guys are heading to the city of Sylvanus, right?
Yes.
Yes. And on your way to Sylvanus, you pit stopped at a place, a safe haven that
Yes.
Rowan has. And he,
Home away from home.
yeah,
Definitely
he
not.
decided, you guys got cozy, you start telling your backstories, why you're doing this, and all of a sudden, Ennis just decides to walk out, right? There was an incident with Merrin where her thing started, so she has a parchment that was given to her by Beaky, I'm trying to find my notes, to which that started getting weird. So far her parchment is starting to develop writings on it, and it says, "It's been said, the true illusion is made up fables, but the truth lies." Right? That's how far we gotten?
I thought we only got up as far as making up fables.
Okay,
but
making up fables. Oops.
Well, we've proceeded a bit further now.
So yeah, so you can, it actually kept writing,
Okay, so
but the truth
the
lies.
true illusion is making up fables.
Yeah, made up. So the true illusion is made up fables, but the truth lies.
Okay.
But the truth lies. Where does the truth lies?
And due to all of this, there was a big gust of wind, and above you, blowing out smokes of fire, a dragon flew over land. It does not land anywhere next to you, just keeps flying south. Okay, while you guys were just like, fuck!
I want to
We're
ride.
heading south.
So, your guys are heading more towards the eastern side of the map. You're very south already, but you're heading towards the eastern side of the map at this point.
Just gonna make a note in my journal. Just
Dragon going south.
I'm pretty sure we left off
So-
at the point where it had just flown over.
Yeah, that's correct. So that's where we're gonna start the session from. So the dragon flies over with a roar, and I'm just trying to find the map just so I can make sure I get all the cities right. Prepping as a DM, you gotta love it. All right, so
I actually have the map here, guys.
I give the stage to you guys.
Alright, seeing that dragon going overhead, not knowing what's going on, first thing I'm doing is just more casting mage armor on myself in preparation just for anything that might come across.
Okay.
If I recall correctly, we all went out from the house because we heard you going nuts, right?
No, I just dashed off.
Yeah, he looked upset about something.
Okay.
Where's your
So-
current location, man? You're just outside or?
Yeah. So you guys
We
are
can
pretty
go
much scattered around the area, very close to each other. I mean, roughly like 25 feet, 30 feet, up to 40 feet longest distance between you guys as you scattered out a bit from the safe haven.
She'll shout, Ennis, is it something Crack said? He's old. He's a product of his generation. He didn't mean it.
No, it's not that.
Thorfinn looks at you. He's old.
Well, I'm old. I'm probably older than
You're older than 400 years?
400 years. Oh no.
Even the doors are oh shit. Okay.
I'm just going to hold my thumb out and go squeak, squeak, squeak.
Squeaker McSqueakerson.
I just need to clear my head and think.
It's understandable. We did just see a dragon.
Did you see? Did you see that thing in the sky?
Hard to miss. It was pretty big, but yeah. And the face heads in the ground rumbled before it flew overhead as well. That's never a good sign.
Oh, it is a great sign. It is a fantastic sign. And you see that he starts getting extremely excited about it. It is incredible. It is the greatest sign I've ever had in my entire life.
What, an earthquake? Or the dragon itself?
The earthquake, it was...
I was talking about the earthquake
was
that
not-
happened as it flew over.
It was not me, the earthquake. It was the dragon.
Sure.
Yes, I am able to do earthquake, but just a little area, not so big to destroy the city. I do understand now it was the dragon.
How would you know that? Dragons has been extinct for years.
Well, that is why it is great news, because I have to... This is the ancestral enemy that will destroy the Titan.
But
You
Odds
You cannot
cocks his
understand.
head. Is like, you know what? He's kind of making sense.
the Titan is the one that my people has been enslaved from.
okay.
And this is the ancestral enemy. It means that the legend, what I am following, the book that I need to find, it is true. It is true.
Okay. No, that's fair enough, but so you say you then need to somehow either convince / trick / lead that
Well,
to where you need it to go.
it is not that easy.
No understatement. It's massive.
Well, but there is a chance. Now I know that
Fair enough.
Where do you think it's flying to? Odds kind of looks confused, and everyone's like, "Okay, I get it." Like,
Well,
really, I'm gonna glow my eyes.
that
at you.
direction.
I'm gonna glow my eyes at you again.
Fucking bring it, bitch.
Like, seriously though, like,
I don't know. It was heading south.
South.
But
What is south of here? I do not know the geography of this place very well. I've lived all my life in the mountains.
let me see. I got a map of the area back in the hut. It's a bit old, but
I know
should
that
help us.
Luna's Rest it's over there, and the dragon is going over there. So
So you're pointing.
So I'm gonna go
yeah,
back
I'm
into the.
pointing
towards-
west and south.
Right.
I'm gonna go back to the hut and look around for my old map.
All right. Sure. Give me a perception check, I guess. Yeah. Let's see if you manage to find.
Yeah.
Can I give him guidance while he's checking the map?
Okay. How would you give him guidance? Like.
Well, I actually goes next to him and I pat on his shoulder and I tell him, "Yes, find a way for us, Ashton."
And I'd like to help him by sending one of the mage lights in with him.
All right. Cool.
That's
Yes,
easy.
that would actually help lighten up the darkness because it's at night time, by the way.
So perception, guidance gives me
D4.
a
On
D4.
D4.
Alright. 12. That was alright.
So, how messy is your place? Is it big as
Oh, it's basically I would run away to it quite frequently, and then I got 16, joined the Royal Guard, and I've not seen it in the last 12 years.
All right.
And you know how messy teenagers can be.
Yeah. So, fortunately, you're scattering around. It's like you know it's somewhere here, but you can't just quite remember where you last placed it, if it's still here, anyways.
By the way, I haven't noticed, but this place is a mess. And my people are nomads. They travel all the time, but we do not have mess like this in our home. Is this where you live?
Well, I am a sedimentary beast, and I didn't live here. I would just spend weekends.
Oh,
Occasionally.
it's like holiday home.
Not even that. It was I ran away from home and stayed here. The longest I think was 6 weeks, but it was summer, so I didn't really spend a lot of time in the thing. It was more along in the forests and at the lakes and down there, but and the villages. But no, it's I can't say I was very neat and tidy when I was younger. I can't say I'm neat and tidy now, but yeah, you know.
That checks out.
It does. Kind of ironic the amount of times I'd get people in trouble for a mess.
So, does any of you know where the dragon is going south?
I'm not familiar with this area at all.
Conjecture.
Maybe it's behind this bookshelf.
Ancient.
No.
Does anyone
Massive
have
beast.
speciality in survival by any chance?
Me.
Yeah, you can definitely actually give me a roll on that.
Alright.
What?
Proficiency.
Yeah, I've got
19.
proficiency in
You got
survival.
19
Yeah.
on survival. Yeah, you can definitely. No. What's it for? No.
I'm busy looking for this map, alright?
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Underneath that.
So
That's an owl skeleton.
the one thing you do know is you can't go further south from the King's Lands because then you end up in the boiling sea, which is basically just desert, right? And even trying to get there, you have to either go through the steppes of Doldar, which is just these massive sand mountains, or you try to venture through the city of Umbra, which is known to be quite the savage city.
Would I know when the last sighting for a dragon would have been, roughly?
You can give me a history check.
9 plus, where is it? Plus 7. 16.
16. You know, sighting of a dragon was last seen about 2,600 years ago.
Jeez, okay.
Actually, as it stands, that was not only just the last dragon seen, but known to be alive. So seeing one after so long
And this dragon we saw wasn't small.
No. Clearly adult of size, if not elder.
So, conjecture. Dragons have not been seen in thousands of years. And yet, now we have earthquakes, a dragon suddenly showing up, possibly having escaped from being trapped underground. Perhaps it is trying to see the lay of the land and what has changed since it was last around.
Valid. Yeah,
That could be possible.
possibility.
Makes sense.
As long as
All
it doesn't
things.
eat everything.
So I'm really trying to play odd here. It's like,
Do
makes
you
sense.
know why dragons went extinct? Or, well, kind of extinct.
Would I?
Right. Difficulty check is that of 20. Good luck.
History, I assume.
Of course.
Can I check as well?
17 plus 7, so 24.
24.
Nope.
Nope?
Nope.
Okay, so you do actually have an access memory for some reason of this, and you start narrating kind of almost robotically, the incident of, Ethazel, lost city, lost continent actually, where dragons thrived, and after the coming of the great old one and destroying the lands, this is where they traveled north. As you're narrating though, your companions can see that your eyes changed purple. And as you finished your narration, they turned back orange.
Is he okay? Does he do this very often?
No.
Well,
Never seen this.
We just met him.
Yeah.
Would I recall of him, of Craig doing that, turning his eyes purple, since I've not known him the most?
So, wait, what was the question? Sorry.
Does
Oh, this is the first
Craig
time you've seen it.
as well? Okay. So
should we be
yeah.
worried? The others had purple eyes.
Yes. They were red or purple?
No,
Purple.
they were purple.
the others.
The other wolf one, should have sweated ones.
Oh.
Red one.
I was aware while all this happened, or did I just
You
sort of...
feel like you accessed something within your memory bank that. Sorry. You feel like you access something in your memory bank which you're not comfortable with.
Okay.
So you do feel, even the way you don't feel yourself narrating, it's just something took over and started going like, of days past, there was the continent of Vetazel, in which the Great One took over and destroyed the land. That was the last known dragons to have been seen. One must have escaped. And you just turn back, it's just like,
Alright.
that's what kind of happened.
Crackwood, are you good?
I'm
You
just
okay,
going to
teammate?
very quietly turn around and go to a corner of the room. And then turn around and just stand there, completely silent but shaking a little bit. You can hear a rattle coming from inside him.
That's terrifying. It's alright, Cracked. It's alright.
You are his friend, right?
When this happened, by the way, Dan,
Mm-hmm.
you do feel like something within you knows that what he's saying is true. Actually, you felt this weird, menacing joy as he
Okay.
said it.
Are you his friend, right?
Well,
Well,
it's
he says
more than friends, more like we found him and we're offering him.
Well, he says that
jobs.
his designation is like you are this like a sort of parents or something.
Cuddle your teddy. It's alright. We'll bring calm.
More than parents, like I said. We found he was
It'll bring calm.
basically seems like been dumped somewhere, and we've found him and we've taken him up in our village and been given him maybe those odd jobs. And right now he's coming with us with me and helping us to find what's happening with these watchers as his current
So he
mission.
usually doesn't do these kind of things.
No, purple eyes. No.
Oh, and then memory.
I'm still looking for that.
Things.
Sometimes
I'm
it does
certain
happen.
there's one
It's
here.
not,
Can I do another
doesn't happen
roll?
that often. That's
Do you want to talk with him? Maybe.
could be. Let's see. Might need some comfort, but sometimes you just keep him to the side. And maybe he look after himself. We do maybe speak to him a bit. Best if he calms down first, but to regain his senses.
I'm just like, I've seen how you try to calm him down and fix it. You're keeping that mallet down. You are not smacking with that hammer again.
Mary,
about that?
You are not smacking him with that again. That is staying down.
I go over to Cracked and pat him a little bit.
Marion, had you taken one of the crystals?
yes, she has the crystal.
Mm.
Yes, you have the gem right now.
Because I know that you had taken some parts for him.
Because Odd picked it
Odd
up.
picked it
and
up.
then
I had it.
he
Then
put-
you gave it. Then we gave it. Then you have it.
I believe you had it last. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay, I guess I have it.
As you approach him, the crystal actually on you, you feel it's kind of just hum.
Like
One of your broken shards inside of you
Mm-hmm.
also feels like it's humming. You have this weird, that rattling sensation.
Mm-hmm.
You realize it's not out of fear, but it's actually this thing just kind of shaking you within, as she gets closer to you.
Okay. Rip the jacket off, and then I just run outside.
what did I say?
Are we all streaking now? What the fuck? Cracked! Wait. I'm gonna follow him out. Cracked! Where are you going?
I follow. I was just trying to help.
I mean,
Cracked, you can stop.
you'll-
Cracked,
also
stop.
know-
Gonna get lost in the forest. Stop walking.
I didn't go too far. I went to the stump of the tree that was hit by
The
lightning.
lightning tree, okay.
Lightning tree. Good old Susie. Wait, what? Whatever.
I try and catch up to Marion. Do you recall anything about these corruptive gems from Samantha's book? You read it, no?
No, I just pulled the jacket off.
I didn't get much. Maybe I just had a very quick look because Morthos took it back almost immediately. But can I check to see if I remember anything?
You can give me either an Arcana check or a History check, yeah. Whichever you choose.
I rolled a 2. So that's a +7 for a 9.
For a 9. From your recollection, there was nothing about crystals or anything of the sort. You remember like ritual stuff, corruption, but nothing about crystals.
It was just a bunch of rituals, nothing about crystals.
We might need to understand more about these crystals.
You think they're connected to the corruption stuff?
They're connected to whatever's happening to Cracked with the purple eyes, and whatever happened to the other Warforged.
Because the tentacle monsters were purple as well, weren't they?
Yeah, they were.
Oh, you have no idea.
How far away from us are you having this conversation?
We're
Well,
Just outside?
she's trying to catch up. She's trying to chase. Trying to catch up to Cracked, who just dashed out.
Then I stop and then it's caught up with me, and I assume that Rowan is currently with Crack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So what is this tentacle monster that you're talking about?
Okay, so there was a tentacle. There were counted 2 tentacle monsters. But then
2.5 if you count Odd.
fine.
Hey, I'm right here, he says.
It happened, dude.
Yeah, kind of did.
Are you a tentacle monster?
I'm not a tentacle monster, but I almost turned into one. It was kind of fucking freaky, to be honest.
So, what we know is that the Withering Cult is creating these tentacled monsters using some form of corruptive magic. They're giant tentacled just a giant tentacled mass
That used to be people.
yeah.
That is not very helpful. But that sounds Terrible?
Didn't someone what was his name? The guy who came and helped us for a while. Vrom, didn't he see this?
Yes,
in
you saw
Ages?
the City of Ages.
Yeah, he said something along the lines of like taking a bribe and him not accepting it. I don't know. They're trying like keeping it secret and hush hush by paying people off.
Yeah, this was
This
happening
was
in Aegis, and the
Right.
guards in Aegis and
Nords Alliance
the
specifically.
governors, Nords Alliance, knew about it and was hushing it up, and then we saw it as well in Brokewood, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So
there-
the
this is-
Brokewood and
But Brokewood happened because of
Twice.
me.
well, no,
No.
Mortos. Not just you.
and Samantha.
Samantha.
Right.
was
Yes, he
specifically
had
for
one
Mortos.
captured at the roof. You're right. Okay.
He had
yeah.
one captured on the roof, but then also Samantha
But Samantha would be because of
because of him.
what? Yeah.
Yeah. Poor Samantha.
Yeah.
That is fairly confusing. I do not know any of the people that you're talking about. Should we check our team friend?
Should we? Because he's already very upset. But if he has experience with these guys, he might have seen it. And since they're here, I wonder if Rowan's seen something.
If I may, I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but I've been, kind of where he was. So I'm gonna try to talk to him.
Sure.
So Odd actually moves up. He's like, "Hey, buddy. Listen, I know it's hard and it's not a nice feeling. I would know because I lost 10 years of my memory, right? Because of the stuff that we're dealing with. So I just want to let you know if you really need to talk, I'm here. I'm all ears. I've been through some shit too. So I know it's not the best of feelings. But look, Marin and Ennis, they've been with me through the tough times, and they had no reason to stay with me after all the stuff that I apparently did and what I was turning into. So I guess what I'm trying to say is like you have true friends around you can trust. Like no one's gonna judge you.
Thank you, but misunderstanding. I left the room not because I am afraid of you. I left the room because I felt something and was afraid for you.
Oh yeah, I know that feeling too. I mean, there were times that apparently I was gonna kill them, I think.
At this point, Rowan just kind of goes 2 big steps back, a little bit of space. Like, okay,
No,
cool.
it's
I'm fine. It's just stretching. I want to make sure I'm stretched.
the only thing I can tell you is Ennis and Marin can actually, it's fine. They've seen the worst. I don't think they're gonna be scared just because I don't want to speak on behalf of them, but I think the fact that they've stuck through thick and thin with me, I'm just trying to show support. I don't know, I'm lost now.
You have all shown that you are kind. Helped me as well. Thank you. But as she moved toward me, I felt movement. I do not understand how to explain it. Something in me, in here, seemed to move.
Oh, okay. Like when Marin came next to you.
Yes.
Is he falling?
Not Ennis, Marin.
Yes.
Because I don't. Okay.
Is he falling in love?
I don't know.
What?
I don't think they can comprehend that kind of emotion, to be honest with you.
Well, I didn't think he could be afraid, but he was. How does it feel? This feeling in your chest, like
It's a little bit funny.
is it or is it more scary?
And that's when our D&D session becomes a musical.
Alright, everyone, jump up and dance.
No, I'm good.
Sorry.
No, it felt uncomfortable. One of the crystals, and I tried to point exactly which one straight
Okay.
in, and I indicates which one started sort of rattling.
Odd looks over and says, Mary, I gave you the crystal.
Yep.
Can I look at it really quick? I mean, or you could check yourself. I mean, I just want to see if that thing
Take
fits
my
in
backpack
that.
off. I'm like, I'm really sorry, Cracked. I know you said we shouldn't, but one of us.
No, don't do it. Don't. No, hold on, wait. Don't just put it into that. Like,
That's what she said.
Come on, Baron. You gotta loosen him up.
like if he's okay with, I would actually recommend that he puts it in himself.
Okay.
I don't want to put him. I don't know.
Hold on.
Okay, the other Warforged
Yeah.
apparently.
Oh, grow up.
Sorry, I've been watching The Office so much
Oh,
lately.
Sorry, you were saying.
Are
Sorry.
you sure that's a good idea? The other Warforged just
I don't
straight up
know.
attack people.
I trust Cracked.
Crank.
Cracked.
That old juice was a bit strong, but no. I trust Cracked.
Okay.
I don't think he's gonna kill us, right?
I mean, if I didn't kill
I'm
You're
a
him,
little
going to
suspicious of
restrain
Odd now, but
Can just in case.
Okay, hold on. Cracked. When we had this issue with Odd, we worked out a way that we could safely restrain him.
we had a safe word.
Yeah, we had a safe word, and we figured out how we could restrain him so that no one would get hurt. How could we restrain you if you lose control of yourself?
we could take his hands off.
Maybe he knows
Can we
best how.
dismantle you? Actually,
Yeah, like
just in case.
Surely we. I mean, if we could like put his thumb on and stuff, we could probably take his hands off.
Bowie.
Is there any visible screws or anything?
Yeah, like.
Do you know how to put him back together after?
No.
No.
Anyone's an artificer here?
No.
Me, but
Yeah.
I'm only like just a beginner on this.
Okay.
I can,
But like, if we're only taking
I
two
can
screws
mend
out,
small things, but only small ones.
if we're taking two screws out, like just
No, it's more
as long
than
as we
this.
remember where they go in.
No, when it's more than 2 screws, and you know it.
Hold on a second. Cracked. Ennis is your commanding officer. Is there something he can do as your CO that would stop
I was looking.
you if you lost control? Is there an override he could use?
There was one.
Okay.
Okay. There we go.
The last time it was used, I woke up with this.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe it is not a good idea. to
Was
do
it
this.
pineapple?
I can help you restrain him if you
Cucumber.
want, but
Yeah.
he looks like someone who knows magic, and when you know magic, physical restraint do not necessarily works.
You
We could
can't
gag
stop him from casting spells. Some spells need.
We tie his hands
Motions.
together and we gag him.
He doesn't have a mouth.
Well,
You can just
And I'm
unhinge
lost on
and
the
it's-
gagging one. I'm lost on the
Because-
sound part.
I mean, we
You
do
can
not want
unhinge his jaw to make it
we,
look like a mouth.
we
I
do
guess.
not kink shame, but I do not think it works.
I can
on-
chew.
have
so-
rope,
Yeah,
but
fair
I
enough.
Shit.
don't know how strong that is.
Well, you see, I
We could hang him from a
do
tree.
some magic as well.
Okay.
Sometimes you don't need to
No, wait, hold
move
on.
your hands, you just talk and things happen. There is magical formula like prayers and things that you say to nature. I say to nature, I do not know. Maybe pray some
I mean-
mechanical god.
Correct. Do you even want to put the gem in your chest?
Yeah.
No.
No.
I mean, the way I worded it is just an idea.
Yeah, no, it's a valid idea.
You know.
Do you want to put it in your chest?
Emphasis on no.
Okay.
All right,
Was it the
so-
gem that made you feel fear?
Yes.
So let's keep it away from you
Okay.
Please.
for the
fair.
time being.
Yeah, that makes sense. Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Correct. Have you ever seen another Warforged eyes go purple?
When they were experimenting on me, yes, I think, right? Yes.
Everyone's so twisted and tortured.
You're right. Did you know that your eyes went purple just now?
I did
His eyes
not.
went purple?
Yes.
Yeah.
When he was recalling the information about the dragons.
Oh, and I was looking for the map.
Oh, yes, you were.
I heard the talking. I didn't realize his eye. Crack, you okay?
Okay, how about we just kind of look, it's late in the night. We have a bit more to go, I think. I mean,
Yeah,
We have enough time.
a couple hours walk.
yeah.
We should probably
So
sleep.
Should we get to sleep?
maybe,
Yeah.
maybe even gives Cracked a bit of time to kind of just.
Relax.
We're too up in his face, I think.
Fair enough. All right, I'm
Yeah.
gonna. I got some blankets. I think. Walk back and say, "Oh no, the moths! Wow. I
It's
hope y'all
fine.
bought your packs."
It's fine. I've
Gonna
got
need
a
'em.
bedroll, and you two all just kind of rolled out. I've got a bedroll. I'm good. Thanks.
I had a bedroll, and a nice pack, and a whole bunch of cool stuff. It's currently sitting at Bridgevale.
Is there any wild animal in this house?
Any what?
Wild animal.
Maybe rats.
Probably not.
No.
Shoes. Rats, more than likely. There's definitely a pile of suspicious pellets around the floor somewhere in that corner. But I've not seen any.
Would you want me to speak with them to tell them to leave us alone?
No, it's fine.
I do.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm not really comfortable with like rats kind of crawling around, to be honest. So you could do that, sure.
What you do
Okay.
is you just put some cheese in the corner and then they go to the cheese. It's fine.
Do you have cheese?
No.
What the fuck is the point?
I've only woken up with like 2 bites max.
Just do it.
All right.
Whatever you do.
I'm going to shake my stuff, the stuff of the Elden Riches, and I'm going to cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
And I'm going to walk around the house looking if there is any moth or rats or cockroaches or whatever wild animal, and I'm gonna try and talk kindly to them, telling them that they are more afraid of them than they are of us, and to leave us alone for tonight, so that none of my new acquired friends will be disturbed by the fauna of this house, apparently.
As you go around and you're kind of saying your words around the house, you kind of make it through the main area, then kind of what's supposed to be like a makeshift kitchen area, or at least where they store he used to store the food, and all of a sudden you just hear this rattle from underneath the floorboards, and you hear squeaks, and just a ton of rats just run out of the door. At the same time, in the kitchen, you see the cupboard just kind of peep open a bit, and a couple of cockroaches just kind of run down and start exiting the area.
Marion is like looking for any way to get off the floor.
No. Is she there with me, or she's?
She can see this happening.
Oh, okay.
It's just
So
like,
do not worry. Do not
they
worry.
will exit like from windows,
They
crack
are
in the
leaving. They are
wall.
leaving.
I see
They are
one
going
like,
to-
that's the one that bit me, hey Fred!
They're going to leave. They are going to leave you all alone. That is what I asked them. They are nice. Do not hurt them.
Little
It's interesting what happened
renders
with my
still.
pen.
And now it should be clean, just for people and Ashton. Actually,
We had an agreement.
Pardon,
Right?
Rowan.
We had
Rowan.
an agreement, right? Okay, I left them alone. They left me alone. It worked out fine, except for Frederick. He was a bit of a rule pusher, but I set boundaries. He bit me. I cut his tail off.
Odd kind of like rose his thing, and he, as he's getting himself comfortable, he's like, you know what, you should become like a pest exterminator. I think that would be like a good part-time job to earn gold for you. And he kind of just rolls over and starts getting himself comfortable to sleep.
That would be pretty easy job, but looks a little bit like a waste of my potential, maybe.
Table
But,
talk, I'll be honest. What's coming to mind is that he is Bruno all of a sudden.
We don't talk about Rowan. Yeah, I suppose I'll take first watch in the sense. I'm just gonna I can't fall asleep yet. I'm gonna go outside just sort of clean my weapons, clean my shield, just do
Okay.
general maintenance upkeep,
Cool.
as is habit at this point.
Right. I know Warforgers
Humming
don't
to
technically
myself.
sleep. They just kind of.
Sentries rest. I need 4 hours instead of 8, I
right.
think it was.
Yeah, you're still not sleeping. You're just.
I'm up in
Resting.
an unconscious state. But while he's keeping watch, I'm going to go around the place and ritually cast Alarm, and then sit on sort of the other side of him to keep watch as well.
Okay.
Before we go to sleep,
There you go,
you all
nice and
notice
sharp.
something that you've seen Aokao doing before, but you were imprisoned in the cart. You see that he takes out from his bag some sort of lantern, like a very peculiar lantern made of black iron, and he sets it down and puts some oil in it. You see, put just a little bit of oil, not too much, and he switched lanterns on, and the flame of the lantern is greenish, and he just sits in front of the lantern and he looks at the lantern for about 15-20 minutes, just with his arms crossed like that.
Night progresses, nothing uneventful. Eventually, I don't know who takes a turn to stay watch.
I think watch as well.
At some point, Odd takes watch as well. And as the morning comes, you realize that as you wake up, you kind of, do your checking around, make sure everything's okay. Odd went missing.
Cracked. Wasn't Odd there?
I move over and take a look.
Odd.
If he left, my spell would have signaled me.
We didn't. How do we lose a person?
His backpack is still there. His bedroll is still there. It just seems like
I've heard rumors of creatures that take forms. I pick up a stick and poke his backpack. No, it's not a creature.
Are there any tentacles?
I don't know. You check. I feel like the tentacles would be less effective on metal. But if I take the stick and knock his backpack over. Ha! No tentacles. Just rations and ooh, gold.
I'll just walk over and turn the bag upside down.
No tentacles. No slime either. How do we lose a person?
Did you knock off his bedroll as well?
No. Just his backpack.
His backpack. Okay.
Just
I'm just going to be sort of lifting and moving
I'm
his
gonna
stuff, going.
poke
"Odd?"
his bedroll in case he's turned invisible because there's been weirder shit. Odd.
I wake up with this commotion.
Odd.
Yeah.
When I find out that Odd's missing, I try to cast message. Odd, can
Odd's
you
gone.
hear me? Odd, where are you?
I need to be somewhere.
Should we wait for you?
Just check my bedroll.
He's not in
You'll
the cupboard.
understand.
Tip his bedroll
Okay,
open.
be safe.
I will.
Odd's nearby, but he says he has to go.
Oh.
He said to check his bedroll.
I'm in a cupboard in the kitchen. Oh, he's not in this cupboard. I'll walk over to his bedroll and tip it out.
As you tip it out, a parchment falls over. It's a parchment that actually you had, that Beaky gave you. And it seems like more words came onto the parchment.
That sneaky rogue, that's mine.
The new words that appeared, that finishes the complete sentence, is in the past.
So he's gone to go do magic shit. Great.
It has been said, the true illusion is made up fables, but the truth lies in the past. Odd has a really weird past.
A lot of mysteries.
There's a lot of past through the dragons that we just saw.
Very, very past.
Yes.
Maybe Odd's gone to try and find his parents or something like that.
Maybe.
No, I doubt it. Even his parents.
Yeah, but they're his parents.
But they also tried to get what was the demon's name? Orcus into him.
I don't know, well, he's gone. But he knows where we're going, so I guess we could just... take his stuff
repack his
with us.
backpack. It's just like I feel bad. Like okay, let's just put all of his burger all tied up at the bottom. Like okay.
Yeah, we can move. So let's wake him up.
Just shield sword. Right.
That is terrible way of waking someone up.
I know, it's great. So, it's a beautiful morning, the clouds are gone, it doesn't look like there's any chance of rain, little light drizzle, Odd is gone, breakfast will be ready in 5 minutes.
You said that there is a possibility of there is. Odd is gone?
Yes.
Yeah, Odd is gone, but his rations are breakfast.
Whoa, where,
You know.
where did he go?
We
Do
don't know.
Magic shit, I don't know, he's vanished. He said he had something to do and then left us. But at least he returned her scroll. In a roundabout sense.
Do you know how far? No.
Is there any place that Odd would go
My
specifically?
thought is, given the parchment, he'd try and go to meet Beaky. Maybe, but that's far.
And his village was set on fire, right?
Yeah.
Wait, did you say set on fire? Like, was
Well,
it, was
we
it
don't
set
know
on fire
necessarily set
before
on
or
fire.
after you guys
What we know
visited?
is it was destroyed.
Yeah.
Wait, was
It's
it
was
before
raided.
or after you visited?
After.
It wasn't
After.
us, it was after.
So you're telling me that wherever you guys go, death, tentacle monsters, and destruction follow?
That tracks, yes.
Why am I with you again?
Have you seen yourself?
I mean, that.
I
looked
haven't
like their
caused
trademark,
death, destruction, and tentacle monsters. I mean, yeah, there's death, but I'm in the army, and that death follows. But destruction and tentacle monsters, no.
Well, at least your
Yeah.
life won't be boring.
But boring is safe.
True.
See, I got her on that one.
Libraries are boring. I like boring.
See? Boring can be fun. Here's your breakfast before we go into more chaos. We need to
You
eat.
like libraries,
I love libraries.
so we have to get the book in libraries, no?
What do you think, cracked? Boring fun?
The book isn't in a library. I see what
Boring
you're trying to
safe.
do.
No, what I mean is libraries full of books.
Yes.
Yes, we get the book. You can read the book, help me with the book, and we are done, right?
I'm sorry, but I have one goal, and that is to stop Morthos and the cult.
Yeah. We're not gonna get the book unless we stop.
Yes,
I mean-
that is the guy that we have spoken.
Technically, we can get the book if we agree, if you guys agree not to do this whole Watcher thing anymore.
Or we can do like I promised to him. We can crash his skull and take the book.
Is
That
that
is-
what he did to?
That is Plan Z, I think. It's a plan, but it's not a priority plan. I still like having a mouth.
What did he do? What did he
He removed my mouth.
Ah, yes, that is minor inconvenience. Do not worry about that.
Fucking minor inconvenience.
I thought he was going to say that's a bonus.
You are cracked. Give my teddy bear back. No, I'm joking. Keep the teddy bear. Keep the teddy
We're
bear.
with you until we find the guy because we're trying to figure out this cult. So, no issues with helping you that far, but it looks kind of like a distraction from what we are really after.
Well, we can tag along for a little bit, and we see where the signs take us.
We could try and fight him and overpower him. Depends. We don't know. The problem is we don't know how powerful he is.
Remember, we've had talks about not walking into fights we can't
He doesn't
win.
know. He doesn't know how powerful we are.
We don't know how powerful
We're
we are.
7. Well, 6 people right now. 7 if Odd manages to get here.
Conjecture. We were 7 when we met him yesterday.
Yes.
Now
we
we
didn't
are
try and fight
6.
him either. We were in a city.
Well,
Perhaps when we meet him next, we could use this to our advantage and deceive him into thinking our group is fracturing. Abuse his wishes against him.
Yes. My problem is I don't think that's what he's going to do. I think ending the Watchers means. I think of that. Ending the Watchers means ending us.
But I do not think his idea is bad. He was trying already to rupture our party. He was trying to put me against all of you. He said I
Yes.
could have the book if I did not help you, if I went against you.
Yes.
So perhaps, you see, he looks like a smart kind of whatever he is.
We need to see if there's some kind of clue with this guy, right? We need to see if he. I mean, we didn't get anywhere with Rowan's father.
No.
Right? He wouldn't let us
No
anywhere
one
near
ever
them.
gets anywhere with that bastard. I've been trying for years.
And if we try to fight this guy and he just leaves and he's gone with the book and we don't know where to find him again, I worry that if we try to fight him, we're just going to lose this connection.
Well, but we have to meet him anyway. He gave us appointment in Rowan. Where is this place where you're
He
taking
chose
us?
location.
Sylvanas. Just down the road. A couple hours. Hour or two.
Let's go there and see what he wants one more time. And if he does not want the same things that we want, then we take it from there.
Alright.
How much do you know this location? The place where he's.
Well, home away from home. It's alright. It's a really lovely place. It's not dark or gringy or grimy or crap-holy.
I'm talking
Give me a
about
history check
location.
before you just
I feel
figure
like
shit out.
he doesn't know much about it.
17.
17. This is the equivalent place of Tortuga and Pirates of the Caribbean.
Gotham. Yeah, I don't want them to go. It's a great place. It's great. You know, a lot of colourful characters. You can find really cheap accommodation, mead, food. Shit
It wasn't
like that.
always like this. You
It
know,
was
you-
nice. Yeah, it's a nice place. I think you guys are gonna love it.
Do we detect that he's lying?
Yeah, actually, can I make an insight check on him? He's a pretty
That's-
insightful guy.
What if I lost
What's
it
that?
when it was
I
nice?
got so 20 plus.
You got that 20.
Yep,
Oh, you
and
could-
my insight
You could
is
tell he's
25.
laughing like
Yeah.
crazy. It's
But it was
just,
nice when I went.
you know,
It's like when you're a
the
runaway
lack of eye
teenager.
contact, the fidgetiness.
20 total.
Yeah, same. You can test.
Great.
Something doesn't seem right.
As a runaway teenager, it's great. As an adult, it's shit.
I look at Ennis and I just I don't say a word. I just
We could be marching into a trap.
that
Oh, we're
is for
definitely
sure.
walking
He
into
told
a
us
trap.
that he's going to wait for us.
Yeah,
then,
no, we're
so,
definitely
yeah.
gonna walk into.
So
it.
are you actually gonna move forward? Yeah.
Yeah.
To the city. Okay.
Everyone eats.
Yeah, you're just. It's early morning. You're almost there. So basically.
I'll carry odds
Stuff.
pack as well.
Okay, cool. So we're just gonna compress a bit of time, and you actually make it to the outskirts of this little city. There's no real wall. It just starts with a few farms here and there. Right? It's an open kind of village city scenario, and you can see different type of folks. So there's dwarves running around. There's halflings, gnomes, and the like. In fact, to your surprise, there's even what was Lomax? He was
Furborn.
you see furbolgs, just hanging their daily laundry, out. So quite a mixed culture. Actually, the funny part is, as you're observing and walking in further, you realize there's barely any human to be seen, which is weird for something like this, in the King's Land.
Maybe after all we were not wrong. This looks like a decent place.
As you say that,
Told you so.
and you're passing one of the buildings, you just see this minotaur just being thrown out from the window, and he just lands in front of you, and you just see this two half orcs, one with an eye patch, is like, "And stay fucking out! You ain't touching my wife again!" And they kind of just back into the building. You hear the guy inside. He's like, "You gotta fix that." I'll pay for it.
Never mind.
Oh, it's a great place. Hi, Bob.
So this is what you used
I
to
put my
do.
hood up. I was like, I don't want to be spotted.
What is where you? This is the place where you used to go when you had your daddy issue.
I mean, when you're 14 and they'll serve you ale, you better believe I came here. Hence the fact, a hood up. It's great. You know what I mean?
Marin gets shoulder bumped by a hooded individual. Hey, watch where you're going. And as you make kind of quick face-to-face contacts, eye-to-eye contacts, just so it's not
Face-to-face
misunderstood.
contact.
Yeah. You realize that from the rags there's a warforge underneath the row. It's like, watch it, and he kind of keeps walking away.
Marin, just check your pockets.
You find the crystals missing.
Buddy.
Ennis, I think you took the crystal. It's gone.
We should try to get it.
I'm gonna follow him.
Wait, you said it was Warforged?
Yeah,
I'm
that
a follower
guy, he's a
of that.
warforged. The crystal's gone.
I'm following him.
Yeah, in
I'm
that
following
case.
him.
Well, he's just kind of walking. He's not running.
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
just
like
walking.
I'm gonna catch up to him.
Okay.
Hey, buddy.
Hey,
Not
don't
sure.
touch me.
When you get back
Okay.
what's ours, I'll let go.
I have nothing that
Give
moves.
us-
I don't give a fuck. Give it.
I'm
He
going
grabs
to-
your hand and he squeezes hard.
I'm
Let's
going to.
go.
So,
No.
give us whatever you stole, and we'll leave you in peace. And I'm going to use. We have a feature. I'm going to use my commanding presence, which I can. When I make a charisma intimidation, I can expend a superiority dice to add that to my roll.
Nice.
Okay, go for it.
So it's 19 plus.
Nice.
That's what it is. 2 plus intimidation is. It's 21. Plus 1, so it's
22.
22.
22. Yeah, so he's kind of like, he kind of lowers down, is like, oh, you mean this? You must have dropped it. And he kind of just forces it into your hands, like, now fuck off. And he keeps
Now I
walking
let go.
away.
I'm so proud of you. You didn't even drop a weapon. That was great.
I don't have to.
Meanwhile, I'm just like, yeah, no weapon drawn.
So yeah, you can kind of get the vibe of what the city is like. This.
That was quite impressive, Master Dwarf, if I may say myself.
Thank you.
Quite intimidating.
So, I believe the tavern we need to meet your hooded friend is that way to the left. Or is it right? No, it's left. It's left.
I moved my backpack to the front. Tourist in a big city.
Yeah, DM, seeing these, I'm going to be more careful and use my 23 passive perception to start looking around us and making sure that
You do notice that there's a couple of shady figures, right, in like a corner of the building, just keeping an eye out. Specifically, they have this eye out for Rowan, for some reason.
It's like, is it the hood's up? And
They're, you know, those one of those like they're hunched, you know, just like
street thugs.
yeah, exactly. Just kind of muttering something, but you can see they're gesturing towards Rowan in specific. As you move further, where are you going, by the way? Remind me. again?
With leading them to the tavern where
You're going
the
to the
hooded guy
tavern?
said he'd
Okay,
be,
cool.
waiting.
When I notice these, I put one hand on Rowan's shoulder and I kind of walk, like pushing him a little bit, just to give him like physical support.
While this is going on, I'm going to cast Mage Armor again.
He's like, I ain't getting hit.
Yep. Be my guest.
And before we actually get to the tavern or whatnot, I'm going to try and pull everyone to the side so that I can use Arcane Eye and scout out the insides and see who's there, what's going on, and relay
This is
all
when
the
you're going
information.
to approach the tavern. Okay, cool.
And relay
Which you've
whatever
not-
information
you've not
I can
reached
find.
yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually push Rowan and I tell him, do you know, I try to lower my voice a little bit. Do you know if anyone is looking for you in this place?
There was that one thing a couple of years back, but 6-7 years. I'm sure people forget.
Well, I'm sure
Yeah,
some people
I
did not
forgot.
forget.
I mean, what, like back your terms? I'm sure we'll be fine. I doubt
Just
it
letting-
wasn't that bad.
Just letting you know that some people is very attentively looking for you.
Oh, so they didn't forget.
Well, either they did not forget or they are in love with you.
I mean, let's face it, they didn't forget.
As you're sort of making your way towards the tavern, all of a sudden you hear this very husky voice call out, Thorfinn! As you try to look towards the direction of where it came from, you see this dwarf with just one arm and basically the other sheets completely missing. Thorfinn! Another dwarf approaches, grabs you with his one arm, and he wrestles you down. Are you serious? What are you doing out of the caves?
We're out. We're looking for the Watcher. We found a couple, but it seems one of them. We found another one, but another one's gone missing last night, and we've got a meeting with.
I thought you retired.
Yeah, I did, but times go past, and you need something to do every now and then. So.
How about you come over to my place? I've got a couple of stories to tell you.
Yeah, we're meeting up with someone first, but I think we'll meet with them here. But post that, I think we might have some time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have days.
All right, follow me. And he kind of starts wobbling. As you also notice, he has a peg leg from the same side where the arm is missing.
Yeah.
And he starts leading you over. You do realize that the thugs were actually following, but the minute this guy approached, they kind of did this weird kind of turn and just took an alleyway.
Okay. Well, should we not go meet in the tavern first and
He
then
did
go
tell
with your
us.
friend for
he
a drink
did-
or something?
He did tell us to meet him at night.
Oh, at night.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain he told us to meet him at night, right?
Well, then I guess we have.
If we have
we
time.
We don't have time.
As he
Well, he didn't give us a
leads
time.
you into his house,
I think it is.
and he's staying by the door and kind of pushing you into his building. He closed the door shut. It's like, all right, now that I have you here,
Oh God, we're about to be outed.
you've been followed, and not by the good kind of people.
What followed us now?
Yeah,
probably.
you, Rowan. That's right. We know who you are. I thought you were banned from the city.
Technically.
Sorry to drag you into this.
Technically, it says that on like this little piece
Your
of
acquaintances.
paper I was handed, but like, I had to come and show them where to go. I didn't want to be here.
Stolzen. Then you shouldn't be here.
I had to.
Well, didn't you give?
Dolphin, talk some sense into him. And you, Ennis, what are you doing around these parts?
I'm following the lead.
You're following a lead. Christ, dwarfs never fucking change. Look at me. What do you think happened?
Fell down flat stairs.
Thanks to you. And you do recognize him as one of the people who was under your command the day that's the whole army fell apart. The reason why you carry the name Ennis.
Yeah.
Something within you dark just has this dread about it.
Listen. Okay, what happened? Happened. Before.
Oh yeah, sure. What happened happened. Trust him. You trust him. Look at me. That's how you're gonna end up.
I'll be honest, I don't trust any of them.
Anyways, and he kind of looks out of the
sir.
I
window.
only trust him.
It's like, seems like your bandits are gone. Get the fuck out of my place.
Sir.
And by place I mean also out of Sylvanas.
Interjection, sir. Who are you?
Me? Who am I? I'm a nobody now, thanks to this. I leave for the insults to happen when gods decide to spit on you directly, Ennis.
Well, I believe he meant it a little bit more literally. What is your name? Who are you?
Me?
Thank you.
I used to buy my name as Sam. But now, all I am is half boy. Look at this beard. Do I look like a boy to you? He's more upset about the boy part than the half thing.
No, it's a magnificent beard.
Yeah. But I'm half boy now. He gets Ennis. Almost close to anus.
Well, excuse me, so you say...
What did I say? Get
Anus,
out.
but no, wait, is your
Out.
name basically just Anus?
No.
Seriously?
And we're gonna cut for
You-
break. And we are back. Hello, everybody.
What's
So, they've just been thrown out of Sam's house in Sylvanus.
So what's the question?
And yeah, there seems to be some edge between him and Ennis because he was once upon a time under your command. So that happened. And apparently you did something to this place and people are looking to either do stabby or something. As you kind of scan the area, it's clear. No one seems. Everyone's going about their own day. So yeah, it's quite active this morning.
Well,
It's very busy.
so you did some bad shit.
Well, I didn't do bad shit. What I did was I led a charge that didn't go well. I made a mistake, a miscalculation. It didn't go well. We lost. Many people died.
Okay, that is not bad shit. That is
Yeah.
normal stuff.
No, I was essentially stripped of my honor, stripped of my name, and exiled from my city.
In battle, yes?
Yes, this happened in battle.
Well, in our tribes, when hunting party leader fails,
Rowan's very glad they're now questioning this.
Yes,
It's just like, yeah.
he is put on the side for a little bit to give him a bit of time to recover from the failure. But then he's given the chance one more time to prove himself.
That doesn't happen with wars.
Well, perhaps we are the new troop that you are leading, and this is your new chance.
We'll see. Hopefully. What did you do?
Yes, what about your magic?
Well, it can't be proven. I know that for sure. They don't have concrete evidence. Just the word of me against 4 others. But it was all hearsay. That's fine. We gotta go to meet that hood
What
guy.
did you do?
I didn't do nothing bad.
Well, doesn't
That
look
bad. I pissed off the person in charge. And not like the official in charge, like the actual person in charge. Turns out his daughter was supposed to be I got drunk one night. She got drunk one night. It ended poorly.
for her.
No, she had a great night. The next day is when it ended poorly for everyone involved because it turns out she was supposed to be wed. Eve of her wedding shit. It is kind of funny running away half naked from a groomsman, the father of both groom and bride. And some things were yelled and some things were said and someone's face was put on a piece of paper for a monetary value, dead or alive, with dead being underlined excessively. It's bygones are bygones. Last I heard they were happily married with 3 kids and things are going great. It doesn't help that the first kid is blind.
So you have taken her flower.
Oh no.
It was already taken.
Oh, I definitely didn't. I think it's just the fact that it happened the night of the wedding, sort of thing. No, she no. Again, oldest child is
So you do have a son.
I claim it's not, because she's also she's
It's
brunette.
a daughter.
Yeah. I claim that it's not my kid, obviously. And they have yet to catch me for the paternity test.
Query.
No, I don't want to be caught for the paternity test because I would be dead. They would take a lot of blood, more than needed.
Not my query, but
Oh, good.
No. Query.
Yes.
Your father is a king.
Yes.
That makes you a prince.
Technically.
Is the city of Sylvanus under your father's rule?
I think so.
They put a bounty on the ruler's son.
Like I said, it's not the official leader who follow. It's the actual leader, the criminal element.
But your father allowed the bounty to stand all the same.
When it comes to children, I'm not exactly high up on my father's like you've got the list, right? It's like oldest sister, second oldest brother,
Well
second
noted.
oldest brother, horses, servants, prisoners, cattle, me. Like right down. You're talking about a man who sent me away with the army basically at 16 because he didn't know what to do with me and didn't care.
Yes, your father made his
He's
disdain.
Yeah, you see what I mean? It's not even disdain. He wants to make it better, but he just treats me like shit.
But his position is weakened by this fracture.
No, thing is a few of the other upper class people, the other like rulers and stuff.
The ones with money, yes.
Yeah, the ones with money, they're on my dad's side. They don't like me either. For example, in this town, I slept with his daughter. For example, with the other town, I led his son into crime. But his son was the one selling the drugs. I was just buying them. Look, there's a thing with rich people's kids that they always go out of control. Problem is, I always just seem to happen to be around them when they're caught. So, of course, they all blame me. The non-magical one, the unlucky one, that dickhead down the road.
Oh, so all this disdain that your father has for you is because you do not have magic.
Yes, I hate magic. I don't hate it, I just don't like it. No, I hate it. I hate the fact I can't do it. I hate the fact that I'm lesser than him for some reason. And there's plenty of rulers who don't have magic, Dad. Fuck! Sorry. I don't know where that came from. Well, I think I do. I don't want to adjust. Thank you, Cracked. Thank you.
And I paused to plush you back.
Thank you. No! Not doing sharing time! No!
I do think we are going through some shit here, but
We're not going... We were, but we're not anymore. We're in the public and...
you see us out now, let's start writing down stuff about him.
It's like, we're in the pub, we're not going to... See, like, I have been... It's... Hey, Bob, don't... Yeah. Let's just go. The tavern is... Let's go.
We should get going to the tavern.
As we're moving, I tell you, you are no lesser than anyone else.
Apart from those two that use magic.
Thank you, Cracked. Thank you. Surprisingly means a lot.
You actually arrive at the tavern, and it's really rowdy especially for this time of day. Like people are already drinking, gambling.
The whole arcane eye thing?
Sorry?
The whole arcane eye
Yes,
thing
yes.
before we go in?
Just like looking through the window.
So you cast the arcane.
Yeah, before we even get there, a couple blocks away,
Yeah,
I cast
so-
it so that I can scout out the area, see
Yeah,
what's
so
going
basically, it's once again mixture of races, and again drinking, gambling. You know, people sleeping on stools clearly that had stayed over the night. But really and truly, the person that you're looking for is not in this place yet.
Okay.
They're in the corner, in the dark corner next to a put-out fireplace, basically, so unactive. There's a bit of brawling happening between an orc and a half-elf, and it seems like the half-elf is winning. So that's kind of what you're looking inside the area before you move in.
Alright, I'm going to relate to everyone.
Wait, the half-elf's winning?
Appears to be. But a lucky punch could change that.
Fuck.
Any sign of the person that we are looking for?
Not that I can see.
Do you happen to know? Are you able to see why it's so busy in there? It's not normally this busy at this time of day.
What time is it, by the way?
You're looking at late morning
Okay.
at this point, getting
11-ish.
closer to afternoon.
Okay.
I should be able to see. Can I hear through the arcane eye? I can't recall.
I think you need to switch from seeing and hearing.
Arcane eye to arcane ear.
Kind
But
of.
it works.
Very true. I mean, it would technically make sense, but
Yeah.
you know.
Just a giant floating ear.
No, you receive visual information from the eye, so I can't hear anything.
Alright, fair off. Can I look through the window? Just like see if I spot anyone that doesn't like me?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check in the crowded place.
Alright, so it's -1. I get +3 because no.
Saving throws.
Good try.
10.
10. you're a bit paranoid. You think you see a couple of people that you may or may not recognize. You're not quite sure. Everyone kind of looks a blur. You know,
Do I get distracted?
there is that one Tiefling dude that you're pretty sure you owe money for some reason. I don't know.
Oh, back to the fuck. Sorry. We should be fine, but that orc is really getting his business going.
What are you doing, Rowan?
Sorry. I got sidetracked by the half elf orc fight.
Did you see the man that we are looking for?
Oh no, maybe I got money. I don't know. No, didn't really see anything too worrying. I just can't give him that. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
So, what is our plan? Are we just gonna sit here and drink until this man shows up?
Yeah, I like that plan.
Well, that was not a real plan.
As long
that
as it's
was
water. What do you mean is there a real plan? If he's not here, what are you going to do?
We're
Wander
going
around
to sit
the town?
on our asses while these people is plotting
You can
against
disguise
us.
him, right?
Unfortunately, I can't. But once he sits down, I can cast an illusion over the space where he is.
Okay.
Well, I want to with the half elf and the orc.
Yeah.
Can I size up whoever wins that, and then size him up and be like, I wonder if I can make a quick buck.
As they're doing this, I'm talking about disguising. Can I pick up a bit of mud from the floor? Just run it through his hair, and then a bit on his face.
No, wait, I gotta make before. As you see them, like, no, wait. I take my hair out of like the bud makes it droops down, and it's like covering my head. And I get a bit of the mud, and I just like do that across my face, so I look grotty. It's like, there, see, I'm like a different person. I'm half expecting you to turn around and say something. Hey, Rowan. Yeah, I'm like, and I do that. Okay, I've still got like the hood up, and
So you let your hair down.
I've let my head out, so it's covering my
Muddied
face.
your
A bit
face.
muddied. Hood is up, covering my shield so that the emblem isn't seen and everything like that.
You kind of look like yourself, but dirty.
That's fine.
Turn your cloak inside out.
Are we still
No,
outside,
you don't want
right?
to turn
Yeah,
it
we're still
inside.
outside.
Because, I've already turned it inside out, so it's
If
the
you
right way
want,
out
I
is
can make us a little bit less noticeable, perhaps.
Probably a good idea. I'm clumsy.
But while he is not here, we can prepare. Move into position and wait his arrival. Spring our own trap.
Sure.
Yeah, it works.
It would be very good to make Rowan less noticeable.
Oh no, I mean all of us, the entire group.
I'm less nervous, but I
Yeah.
put a hunch.
From the back, you hear, "Oi!" A guy whistling. That's your group. My chance, Tin Man. So for sale. I need someone to work for me. Yeah, that one you're resting on. Tin Man. Is he for sale?
How much work? What do you need done?
I need basically a suicide mission.
Oh.
And I heard they're pretty good at it. So
What?
he looks a bit beaten up, so I wouldn't pay full price for him.
It depends. When you say suicide mission, is it just like clearing out goblins, or is it something a bit more extreme?
No, we just happen to have a couple of kobolds that are annoying the fuck out of us.
Oh well, if you want, you're not buying him because he's gonna come back. So you can rent him, and you can rent me, and you can rent maybe one of us else, and we'll take care of him for you.
You sound familiar.
I mean, we could just take care of the kobolds for you.
Okay.
That's a sudden shift of his body. Something in his throat.
But I prefer if I just bought him because, I don't know if he's coming back.
But that's what we're telling you. He is gonna come back.
He's not for sale.
And like I said, you can
Really?
rent. You can hire us.
I mean, I've hired a couple of guys and they didn't
Yeah.
manage to get rid of them.
Well, because they're assholes. Look
Thorfinn
at us.
just steps. Who's talking? A human?
So
What's the
as
size we're looking at?
you're looking,
That's the first
Listen here,
point.
bitch.
so
You're
you're
massive
looking
eight-foot
at
orc.
a Goliath. But he's really skinny. So he's got the height, but he doesn't have the muscle. He clearly has had a problem because you can see fresh scratches all over his thin body. We're talking about like freaking,
How much were you gonna pay for?
470 gold.
Hold on.
Just one moment.
That's
What
how
is
much I
your
paid for the
name?
last. What?
What is your name?
Me?
Yes, you.
Jackson. Who cares?
Torfin. 300 gold.
And just so we're
We don't
clear,
do
Jackson's
outcomes.
not my real
No,
name.
no,
Just
hold
like
on, no.
no one cares.
You have,
I like your style.
you have dishonored yourself. That is why you are here.
Okay, well,
I'm
no.
bored here. What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Alright, we're not gonna start a fight.
No. There is no fight. I just want to understand this story. Golka,
Zone myself.
Golka, we do not live away from our people.
What's
We
a
only live
Golka?
away if you are shunned by our people.
Look, can I buy the Warforged or not?
No, but you can rent us to go and kill these kobolds.
I don't
for
want
you.
to rent. I just
Look,
want.
You're not
You know,
getting the
we
Warforged.
he goes in. He just goes kaboom. Kobold problem.
He ain't going. He ain't going kaboom. We're gonna go in. We're gonna slay them, and I'm willing to bet they probably take
Alright,
us something.
fine.
that
I'll
you
find
want.
another Warforged. Jeez, you're so
you won't.
excited
They're all
about
gone.
it.
And if you tell a Warforged you want him to blow up, I highly doubt he's gonna go with you.
Well,
Interjection.
I saw him.
I am my own unit. I
See?
make my own decisions.
Yeah.
Don't you have like a master? One of I'm guessing the guy who's talking for you is your master.
No.
No.
We're on equal footing.
My current commanding officer is none of your business.
Oh,
You tell him.
right. Sorry, master commanding officer. Same. Fuck, I'm just. That's why I want to buy you because I can become your commanding officer. Just it's a one-time thing.
Even so, by historical records, all warforged were given their freedom. It is illegal in all lands to purchase a warforged.
All right, whatever. Okay, you're not for sale. I get it. Jeez.
But generally, we will help
We
you
are
with the
willing to rent our
kobold problem.
services.
I can't afford you guys.
You were willing
You're
to pay
willing-
470 gold. We will do your job
That's-
for 220.
Yeah, no, let's take the 470 gold.
I take
we-
that.
Like 400.
Why do we take half of the
220.
money he offered?
Because we want to be nice, and I'm willing to
For-
bet you weren't actually going to pay 450 and you were going to try lowball us. Let me guess, you
Roman,
only
I
have
start
240.
understanding why your father doesn't like you.
Who lived here? Who's dealt with people here?
Yeah.
Wait, did he just say my name?
Yeah.
So that's who you are. I knew I recognized a voice from somewhere. Right. Not renting your services. Not gonna be anywhere next to you. Actually, me talking to you is bad enough.
Yeah, I know.
Right? The only thing I'm gonna ask now is that you pay me for not ratting you that you're in the city.
No.
Okay. Hey guys!
I'm gonna throat
Gonna
punch
punch
him.
him. Yeah,
I
gonna punch
straight
him.
up throat punch him.
Roll for that, please.
So that's an unarmed strike.
Yep.
So 18 plus 7, 25.
25. As he goes, hey guys!
And I'm going to use telekinesis to just slam him into the floor.
Okay.
Right, so here's what's actually going to happen. You're going to give us 200 gold for sparing your life. You're then going to turn around and get the fuck out of town for the next week. Deal?
It's in my pocket.
I draw. Oh, thank you. I take the money out of his pocket. And I open up. Oh, look. You actually had 240. Ah, I give him his 40 back. Bye.
Okay, let me go.
Oh, and by the
Let
way,
him up.
we
He
we
kind of
will
struggles
know
on
if
his
you-
feet, you
yeah,
know.
we'll
tumbles
know
over
if you break
himself
it.
and he runs away.
So,
That was quite disappointing.
drinks are on me.
Actually, and you hear from behind you in the tavern, I would like to have a round with the Warforged, see what he can do.
Is it the orc?
It's the orc, and you see,
So you beat the
and,
half elf.
and the half elf is just in the corner with like a wrapped up and damp, like it's clearly ice
Yeah.
over his face and stuff like.
So how's this thing? Is it? Do people make bets, stuff like that, or?
You bet it, and he kind of just starts tossing the coin.
Oh, I love it. All right, cool. Are you want to go for a fight? Correct.
No.
Come on,
What about him?
No.
I point at.
you seem like you can handle it. He spits out a tooth.
That's epic. Correct. If you don't want to do it, that's
Team
fine.
fight?
Do you have friends? Tag team.
Well, I could take two on, as long as it's not that guy. He points over at your Goliath friend.
So you want to you and me?
Lowlanders are very afraid of us, aren't they?
How much shall we bet?
No, I just don't prefer to, have Tin
Well,
Man
we've
and
got
Big
200
Muscle
gold
Boy
that's sort of
up
technically
against this.
disposable.
I don't think that's a fair fight.
No.
We never had
Be
it.
safe. Do not bet
Question.
everything.
75?
I have a feature, know
Yes.
your enemy. Has it
Perhaps I
been
can
1 minute?
afford
Have we
more
been interacting for
repairs.
a minute?
Has it
What a
Have we been interacting for
Oh,
something like a minute?
with this guy?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
It's getting close to, yeah.
Alright.
Because I am broke.
Yeah, we all technically are.
You could consider it, maybe.
So-
It depends if he wants to.
If we bet 100, what's the payback if we win?
1:500.
Okay.
So if we win, we get 500.
No.
No, that's not how it
Five,
works.
by 500. Multiplied by 500.
Oh, so if you put in 100, we get
5,000.
Jesus.
No.
No, 50,000.
So yeah, 100.
I mean,
Yes.
All right.
so wait. So it's gonna. How so? Is my strength score is 18? Is it higher or lower? Is his strength score higher or lower?
Then how much?
18.
18. Oh yes, it's high.
Okay.
Mm.
It's gonna be a tough fight. We're going to try.
It's up to you, Cracked. You want to fight?
Well, are you in or not?
Who is gonna fight with him? You?
Yeah.
I like how
He said he doesn't want to fight with me.
Yeah, I know. Sucks, really.
That's pretty upsetting.
All right. What's the rules?
Rules. First one that gets KO loses.
So
And obviously the other one remains
just-
victor.
just knock the guy out.
Yeah.
So we can any weapon stuff like that, free for all or just fists.
It's fists.
Just
fists and
fists.
kicks.
Is magic allowed?
No.
Is
that
magic
changes
allowed
things.
if he doesn't?
And
doesn't
if you
really
do use
it?
magic, and it is noticed by a referee, and he points over
There's
in
a
the
referee?
corner, and you just see this like a very skinny human, long beard guy with one of those wizard hats, right? If you get caught out by Frank right there, and he can sense arcane like anybody's business, you're disqualified, and automatically it's a win.
I am not a physical unit. Therefore, I will not accept these conditions.
But you just took down a skinny, big build there, like.
Using magic.
Oh,
Yeah,
alright.
I was. one
I'm
guy.
pretty sure I saw from the corner of my eye you actually grabbed him and pushed him down.
No,
I saw something, I don't know.
I punched him in the throat. and
You're
he
the one who
was
punched him in
magic.
the throat. Alright, so you're the one who took him down initially with just a punch in the throat. I'd like to see that, I'd like to see you try it on me.
I'm up for a fight. I'm up for a fight.
You good?
Yeah.
Alright, so what
Alone? Are you sure you want to go alone?
Alright.
Alone or you want?
What shall we
I've
call
made
what shall I
plenty of
announce
stupid
you?
idiots.
The orc.
Excuse me?
What shall I announce you as?
This is the opposite
hold
of
on.
keeping a low profile.
Peterson.
Yes.
He was. Hold on. He was after when it was the team fight. It was 2 against 1.
Yeah.
Or was it
Tin
the-
Man and someone else, yes.
against one person
Against him.
at the same time.
Yes.
Do you want? I
Someone
can
wants to
join.
If someone wants to fight with me, if you're still up for that, but
I
I'm
can
happy to go
join.
around.
I mean,
But also, before I just want to talk to my friends. I go, if I put on enough of a show, it could create a distraction while you guys prepare to meet your hooded friend.
You're going to get arrested.
I told you, it's the underworld. They don't exactly go through the police, and I'm going to be
Okay.
Peterson.
Well, no, but
You were going to be seen.
You're going to be seen and recognized.
I got mud on my face. I'll be fine. I'm also very quick. I have outrun these guys plenty of times.
That is not.
Don't like that
is-
so cleared off.
That is not our goal at the moment, though, Roman.
It's up to you guys. If you want me to cause a bit of a distraction so you guys can prepare
So
to
did,
ambush
did
the
you say
hooded guy,
that you cannot use magic?
no magic can be used. And I can't
Magic
use
can be
magic
used.
anyway.
Well, I can use magic on you if you want.
No, but he says if magic is detected, we get disqualified. So there's no point in even... I'm assuming he'll pick up magic that's been put on me before the fight begins. There's a good clean fight or nothing at all. In that sense.
Are you in or not? Because I've got Joey here, and he points over at this massive, muscular, like too big for his build dwarf. He's looking to get a fight with me, and he thinks he can take me on. But I said, I want to fight you guys first.
Hey, Joey. Try and clap.
And he goes like,
You wanted to fight him and you can't clap. How are you going to protect your face, Joey?
he turns around to the nearest halfling as he's having a drink. He goes like, and he smacks his ears, and he goes like that.
Yeah, that works, Joey. Except you come up to his waist.
I don't mind hitting some balls.
I love Joey. How about me and Joey v you?
No,
Okay.
that's not the deal. Tin Man has to be included in the fight, and one of you guys excluding him, pointing.
Or
at
just
him.
me.
No, Tin Man.
Tin Man has to
I
fight.
want to fight.
No.
Tin Man. Well, hold on. Well, since you're saying that you're the one who knocked him out, I want you. Yes, for sure.
Why don't... this is just... pardon me, just one second.
You're big talkers, man. Come on. Day hasn't got forever.
Why
Decide.
Why
You going
don't we-
alone or are you taking someone with you?
Why don't we put the crystal into Tin Man and you two go fight?
Except he doesn't
No.
want to fight.
Well, maybe with the crystal he will change his mind.
But he's a magical fighter.
Yeah,
You can't
he's
use
a
magic.
spellcaster.
Let's do it. I'm up. We're doing it. Does anyone want to join me? Yes or no?
Fine, I'll join.
You want to go in or who do you want to go? You want to
I
roll?
mean,
You can fight with me, or you can try. You can prepare to like ambush a hooded man.
I don't think it's wise for you to go in on your own.
yeah.
You need some older guy with you.
I like older guy, all look younger than me.
How good are you at
We're similar.
stats?
You're 18. You're
18, but then I mentioned how high is your dex then?
I'm,
So
I'm,
you're
I'm
just
accepted it.
stretching,
I'm,
yeah.
So
I'm like
I-
stretching out.
Best I go then.
Alrighty. So you're joining in the fight? Who's
Yeah.
Ennis?
And
Okay.
it's,
The orc lifts his shirt up and he puts it away, and you realize he has 4 arms.
oh.
And he smacks both sides to each other. So basically, he's got 2 arms on each side. Yeah, let's make this a fair fight, he says. And he looks over and he starts. The thin wizard human dude on the side is like, alright, I want this to be a dirty fight. Only fists, only legs. That's all I'm looking for. Any magic, you're gonna be disqualified. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright. Why do I get a humming sensation off you, dude?
That's,
I said no magic. Make sure no magic.
Ennis, what the fuck have you got on you?
I've got the gem on me.
I thought Marin had the gem.
No, I have it now. I put it in the back.
Give
Drop
it.
it.
No,
Give
no,
it
just
to
drop. Give it to Marin.
You can hold the backpack.
Yes, I will hold your backpack.
Alright.
All good?
Come close. He kind of grabs your face, he looks into your eyes, smacks your cheeks a bit. It's like, alright, he looks good to me. Let's go. Alright.
All right.
Let's go. 1, 2. What's the bets, guys?
100.
100
gold.
Okay.
Before,
Anyone else putting in?
before you start, I just
Anyone
when you
else?
start, I
Come
want
on,
to
big
have
bets. Come on.
Rowan and Ennis to start their fight where they're a bit close to me.
Sorry.
When
He wants
this
to be
would-
within 10 feet of us.
Yes, when they start the fight.
Okay. Cool. So at this point, it gets rowdy. Everyone's kind of getting this guy who's taking the bets. Start putting on money on the
Okay.
orc and this
I would like to place 5 gold
5 gold
on
on
these guys.
Okay.
So as we're
on your
stretching,
team.
as we're stretching, I want to try and draw as much attention to it as possible so that the
I'll
others
play
can
5. I
start
play 5
preparing.
gold as well.
You place 5 gold as
And,
well. Anybody else? Anybody else? Taking
I
bets.
place 1 gold
Well-
on them and 1 gold on the orc.
You that's
No.
That's
gonna
not
work.
allowed in
Come
a
on.
lot of places.
Fine. I'll place 1 on them.
You play 1 on them.
I'm the one who's going to lose the most
1
gold
gold.
here, so let's go.
You got 100 gold from.
I got 200 gold, so I have money to spare.
Listen, Rowan. This 5 gold, it's everything I have.
No, I know.
Anybody
I'm not
else?
telling
Anybody
that.
else? Come on.
I'm just saying,
Good man.
Marin could be a little bit
Before
more.
they start settling all of this, I'm going to just step up next to the wizard dude, and I'm going to ritually cast detect magic so that I can keep an eye out as well. Just standing next to him, keeping an eye out.
And I'm stretching and I'm going, come on guys, we're going to beat
All right.
the shit out
Roll
of
initiative,
forearms.
boys.
You've got +3.
So
Ooh.
plus 12
That's
total.
20. Plus 3. So technically that would be 22 in my case because I have a minus.
16!
22. Mine is.
It's still good.
What's yours?
16.
16. Okay,
So
so
4 plus 12.
it is. And it's first, then the orc, and then you have Rowan. Okay. As he's turning around, you get the first strike in. Go.
Hit him in
So, that's a bad.
What's that?
So that was a 1.
That was a 1.
So it's a miss. I have additional attack because I have extra
Multi
attack.
attack. Yeah.
So that is that's just
So you roll with
14
advantage.
plus.
No, second attack.
So
Oh, okay.
second attack, extra attack 14. That would be for me plus 7. So that would be
21.
21.
21 hits.
You got your
Yes.
maneuvers.
Yeah, I can't use my maneuvers because they require weapon attacks.
So
I
the
do
first time
5
he goes like,
damage.
oh,
5
alright,
bludgeoning damage.
dwarf. And you?
5 bludgeoning damage.
5 bludgeoning damage. Alright. Let's go. So you go and oh, fun. And you see him strike down with both arms. Okay.
Do they still have armor on?
Yeah.
If they want to
Yeah,
take their armor, they can.
Yeah.
I took,
guy
all I
just
did was
took-
take my.
Good.
I
The
took
guy
my
has
cape
no
off.
armor on.
I took my shield and sword down and I wrapped them up
Okay,
in my cape
so-
so they can't be seen and handled.
That's a natural 20.
Oof.
So that's going in. Right.
We're gonna get our asses handed to us. It's gonna be great.
So. So that's 10 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Okay. So the first, I'm just curious because the first one was a 12. That doesn't hit your AC.
No. My
Okay.
armor, my AC
So the
is
first
16.
one kind of does this fake thing where you kind of think that's going to hit you, but the other one just comes down, slams you straight in. Rowan.
Right, so I'm gonna go in for my first hit. So that's 13 plus, that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, it hits.
Alright, so that's my first attack. And then my second attack is a 21.
21 hits.
Yeah, just
Alright.
into his testicles.
So, what's your damage?
Dwarf fast for, it's unarmed strike, right?
Yeah.
So it's plus 5, so it's 5, so 10.
10.
Straight to the gonads, just. Wizard said fight dirty.
Right. You're up next.
Same thing. Oh, that's not 20.
Nice.
So that's will be.
Still 5. Still
That's
still
it,
5.
that- that's
Because you
it.
only
I'm not
double
double
dice
dice
roll.
So you have one. So it's like double damage, yeah.
Okay,
So
that's 1, which is 10, and 17 plus 7, which would be, it's a hit.
24.
24.
yeah. So that's
Hits,
15.
15 damage.
Yeah. All right. So you land in 1, 2, straight into the gut. Ugh. He's still like he doesn't like how well you're fighting at this point. So he just puts both his hands together and is going down for the strike. All right. No, the first one misses completely with a 4, and that's a 20 again. So he comes in, 10 damage in.
You don't have 6.
Okay.
How many? 5 or
5. 5. I have plus 7 bonus to hit, but 5.
Plus
Okay,
5.
5 damage.
That's
Rolls in with Rowan in the back.
So he's brought down and he's slammed in. As he's a bit crouched, I'm going to try and sock him in the face. And
Go
the
for
throat.
it.
Table question. Telekinesis doesn't count as magic technically, right? So it won't be detected by the wizard. Can I use that to sort of
It's
do the
psychic
help
then.
action? No, it's an
Psychonic,
ability.
Psychonic.
No, telekinesis.
Origin,
where
psychic.
is defeat.
Sorry, Rowan. What are you doing in the
I'm
meantime?
just going to like punch him in the throat and punch him in the face.
Okay. First roll.
15 for the first hit.
16 hits.
8 totals. Natural 1 for the second.
Okay, second one doesn't hit.
Yeah, alright, so the first one, so it's just 5 points of damage.
Okay,
It's
so
like
5
punch him
points
in
of
the throat.
damage. Immediately he goes and he kind of dodges the other one and he's now.
Yeah.
So did
So-
you find out?
Doesn't say anything about
No.
being magical.
15 plus 7, 22.
But that's a cantrip.
How much?
22.
22 hits.
17.
17. All right, that
Good
hits.
strike.
For another 10.
All right, for another
True.
10. Here
But
we
shove,
go.
So shove would be like to push him backwards if you
All right, the guy takes another 2 hits. He goes ahead and he
No, I just want to do the
rolls
action sort of.
for
Push him.
first punch. That is a 12. No.
Doesn't hit, nice.
What's your AC? Just curious.
16.
16. Okay. Just so I don't have to ask. No, it's so 1, 2. You dodge out of the way.
Mine's
Rowan.
How
Does he look?
does he look? Yeah.
Oh,
it's-
he's
he
kind of
can
like
still go for a while.
he's giving you his back pretty much because he can take the hits on the back end. He's kind of
So
trying to
he's
aim.
kind of giving that Captain
a
America like I can
101.
do this all day.
Yeah,
so-
101 with Ennis at this point because he's really pissing him off with the hits. Go.
Right, cool. So I'm gonna. Because he's got his back to me, I don't like this. He challenged me to the fight. He's now focusing on Ennis here. I'm just gonna walk behind him and just again kick him in the
Go on.
groin from behind.
Oh, okay.
So that is a 22 total.
Yes.
So that's happening, and then my follow-up kick, or my follow-up would be to then climb on the back and sucker punch him in the back of the head,
Alright.
which is 6 plus 7 gives me 13.
13.
Both hit.
13 hits.
Yeah. So like I said, first one I'm just gonna give him a sucker punch, a sucker kick straight in between the legs.
Mm-hmm.
There's a hope that he crouches down a bit, and then I'm gonna kind of cramble up on his back and just sucker punch him in the back of the head.
Alright. He's really annoyed. He grabs you and is gonna throw you over as a response. So that's a grapple.
Although, yep, that's your reaction.
Athletics against athletics. Or acrobatics if you want. But I think athletics.
athletics.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a natural 20 on mine. Today is the day, yeah?
26 total.
26, alright. So he does grab you, and as he's turning you over, you're still hunched over, and somehow you get him to swipe off his feet, and he slips on.
It's just like people just.
Yeah,
RKO.
pretty much. He's knocked prone, which brings me back to Ennis.
So while he's prone,
You're
Can-
prone too. So,
Lying on top,
So-
lying like that.
yeah.
the aim is one, kick him in the face.
Okay, roll.
With advantage.
With advantage, of course.
That's
If he's looking fucked up, I'm gonna use
So,
actions.
that would be a 22.
22. Yeah, let's go for it.
So that would be then after I go on top of him and punch him on the face.
Okay.
That would be in a 20.
Nice.
So I got 15 damage.
15 more points of damage.
So
Alright. So as Rowan sees you coming in, do you want to kind of dodge out of the way? You're seeing,
So you
you're
can't
seeing a
kick
kick
him.
coming in from him.
I'm going. No, if anything, I'll hold the head in a position that makes it easier to
Yes.
kick. So I'm
hold it.
lying there like that. I see him coming,
As
so I
you kick
shift
him-
like that and lift his head up.
And you land another punch. You just see his lights go out. You just see him completely dead.
So
He feels limb in your hands. You see all the body weight just.
I
as you
stand
drop
up
him.
and I drop him.
And we have a victor.
I then just sit on him. Sit on him fuck.
Well done. And he basically starts giving out the bet gold out, and so let's go. So that's 50,000 to Rowan.
Jesus.
500 for those who bet a 5, and 100.
Victory.
Can we share because I
So
got
hold
his
on, wait.
attention in the first place?
so 515 gold pieces.
Was it 500 to
Not
1 or
bad.
100
Yes,
to
yes,
1?
sorry, no, wait. hold on. So
50,100 gold pieces.
So 2,500 to the ones who bet 5 gold.
2,500.
Yes,
Ooh.
and 500 gold goes to Marin.
Okay.
So with my 50,100, I give 5,000 to.
As you want. Yeah, sure. Just make sure you mark them. All right. So they start dragging the orc out of the building. Everyone's just cheering you on.
I look. What
smacking-
was it? What was the
smacking
other guy's name
Ennis
again?
and-
Frankie.
Sorry.
What was the
Frank.
Frank. Hey Frank,
Huh?
wanna go?
No.
Yeah. Go practice clapping. Frank.
So everyone's really cheering you on, and the vibe just gets very they start talking about that time that you hit him in the groin, slap him in the face, and it's just a fun time as people come and go, and you're just telling the story, and people are just oh, they knocked out that one. It's like oh, he's been unbeaten for weeks. What? It's and then you hear the skeptic was yeah, but he took on 2. He never took on 2. He got
Then
cocky.
come at me, bitch. I'm on a battle rush now. I'd been a fairly good fighter, and then I was stuck to humanitarian stuff. So it's come at me then.
Rowan, I think that is enough.
And I'm just going to use telekinesis
Yeah,
again to
like
pull
how-
you towards
like-
me, and then
I'll fuck you up, bitch. You're lucky my friends are holding me back.
quit while you are ahead.
Yes, sir.
It's all bluff.
Well, that was not a bad display. Very, very well done, my friends.
As a hooded figure walks in, everyone hushes. Quiet. Everyone kind of all of a sudden it dies down. You hear a scribble on your parchment, as a person of the faith walks in. I'm looking for Torfen, Marin, Odd, and Ennis, he says.
And again, how
Who is looking?
human size?
He's a taller size, but he is human, yes.
That's only
He
slight.
wears the abbey of someone of the faith, so basically this kind of hooded, cloaked.
Okay.
I stand up and I say, who is looking for them?
The member who has put upon you the challenge to renounce your ways of the watching.
So I go underneath him. He says, I'm Thorfinn. And
Odd, Ennis, and
I'm
Marin.
getting redressed. Put the cloak back on.
Odd isn't here.
Since I've got detect magic going, do I see anything about his person?
Nothing really magical about him.
the others are here, but you can speak to me.
Very well. My higher ranking officer, you would kind of say it, asked me to take you to our church for your meeting.
We were meeting here with him, though.
He's aware, but he also knows about how rowdy this place is. There was a fellow druid companion with you, I believe. There is a deal struck.
There is no deal struck. He has something that belongs to me.
You can take it up with him. Would you please follow me as he exits? And everyone's like, oh shit. They're with the cult.
With the cult? Fuck the
And the
cult.
person like offered you like one of the airs that just takes a second.
We're not with the cult.
We are against the
Fuck
cult.
off. Fucking take the L back, you fucker.
Do you follow?
I look back at Meren and Ennis, and do we follow? Do you want to follow?
I mean, I wasn't mentioned.
We have
We don't really have much of a choice.
It's what we
It
came
feels
here
like
for.
he only wants
It's also a trap.
Marin, Aaron,
Definitely
Ennis,
a trap.
Odd, and Torfinn.
Yes, but well,
What else are we
And
going to do?
Dudley.
Well, at least we know that
He
he's a
doesn't
trap.
really
We
want
can
us.
keep an eye out.
I would advise that meeting an enemy on their turf.
Is highly
not
advisable.
Well, but
we
do
can
not,
wait outside.
we do not
Then
have
at
a.
least
An
If he won't
alternative.
come outside. Yeah.
So we go and we asked him to come out and meet us outside, not inside the church, and maybe Crack could watch from a distance where he could help if needed.
Sure.
If you want, I can. As we are exiting the place, if you want, I can turn into something very small.
But he's expecting you to be there.
yeah.
Yeah.
The only two that he doesn't really care if we're there or not is Crack to die.
Well, he's
Yeah.
he's expecting
he's named
Odd,
the rest of
Odd
you.
to be there as well.
Yeah, but Odd's gone. But that's what I'm saying. He's expecting you guys. He doesn't care if we're not there. So
Yeah,
Cracked and I can watch from a distance. I've got a crossbow.
We'll
light
go
crossbow, so I
and
can
try and
watch
meet him
from a
outside
distance.
the cathedral, chapel, whatever places. We'll
Can
see
you-
what we can get.
Yeah.
Can you make him something very small?
I'd
Prefer not
rather
to.
not because that's it. It takes a lot out of me, and I can only do but that much effort once a day.
And I'd rather not be turned into something. Thank you.
It is fun. You should try it.
But you
spider.
seemed interested in
I'm going to
tentacles.
turn into a spider just
No,
just
I
for
was,
your
I was
pleasure.
afraid of Fuck
Well,
off.
should we go?
I think we should go, but I vote that Cracked and I stay a bit back to keep an eye on in case they try to like sneak around you and ambush you and shit like that.
Very well.
So he takes you
As
kind
we're
of
walking,
towards the
As we're walking, I want to pull out the scroll and I'm going to take a look to see what else has been.
darkness is found.
Oh, that's not
So what's the full sentence now?
Well, this is the beginning of the next sentence.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Darkness is found.
inclusive of the
This
previous.
is like the worst serial novel ever.
It's just dark.
It has been said the true illusion is made up fables, but the truth lies in the past. Darkness is found inside Rowan's soul.
It's not darkness. It's just light black.
It's Ferrari.
So he takes you kind of towards the center of the city. At
Shadows.
this point, it's more like a slum kind of feel that you get here. People look skinny, poor, dirty, rags, and the church stands high and mighty. It's got this outskirt stone painted in black and gold. The church is really more like a mini cathedral almost, and it's glorified. You know those how should I like those gothic feel to them. This is what this church has. Can people who have speciality in arcane give me an arcane check?
Ooh. 12.
You get this mini vibe inside of you. Something's off.
17.
Of the area. 16, 17.
Mm-hmm.
You know that there's a reason now that kind of makes sense why they're called the Withering Cult.
Yeah,
There is a withering feeling of death that comes from this place.
I rest my hand on my sword, and I sort of get ready to draw it because it's just uncomfortable. I don't like being uncomfortable.
Do I feel something from the backpack?
You feel from the backpack itself, no, but internally
Okay.
you feel more powerful. You
Okay.
feel this unrest of like, bring it on, you know, just like
Okay.
any day now, you know, sort of like a bloodlust feel.
Okay.
While you're within this area, you get a +1 to your strength.
Okay. Nice.
Can we two find a way
Plus one as
onto
in bonus, as in that turns to 19, or no? So it's I get +1 to all.
To just your strength.
So turns from
It's a
18 to
modifier,
19.
so to speak.
Oh, okay. As a
Yeah.
modifier.
Can we find our way onto the roof of one of these shacks so that we have a good clear view over
Give
the
me
area?
a survival check.
I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay. Everyone's prepping, everyone
13.
feels-
Straight 18.
18?
Mm-hmm.
Roman recommends a specific shack that he can see easy to climb, but you point out that shack could really collapse because it's a cardboard box. And you actually point him out to one of the shacks that you can actually climb onto.
Alright, so we're up there.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll climb up and I get my crossbow out and
As you come closer, the man who was the one who initiated verbal parley stands in front of the doors of the church. I see you have come, and that means you have an answer for me. I believe trading you the item you seek in exchange for dissembling the Watchers is our deal. Do you accept these terms?
How far away is he?
He is 35 feet away from you.
Well, I am not one of the Watchers. I believe they should speak for themselves.
Has he convinced you? Exchange for what he's looking for, that you dismantle your guild?
From what I've been seeing you doing, I don't think that we are quite in line with your beliefs, and I have an inkling as to what you're trying to do, and we as the Watchers and don't want that to happen. So if dismantling this for sure is there to aid you, it's not something I'm really willing to do. You and your reviving of whatever you're trying to do won't fit well, is quite foreboding, for not just for us as the Watchers, but for everyone. So
I see that the thiefling is missing from amongst you.
he had his own business to do,
Really?
really. But
He decided to leave.
Coward.
you could say that.
What do you think?
But he's part of the younger generation of Watchers. You here are speaking,
To the eldest.
yes, and like I said, our job is to protect everyone, and if what you're doing is gonna cause chaos across the whole kingdom, it's not gonna go well. Even if we're not here, it's not gonna end well for everyone. So it's not something I am willing to let go.
Very well then. Then there is no deal. I guess I can say I saw this coming. In that case, I have nothing for you.
I am here for that book. I have nothing to do with these people. I've got nothing to do with you. You own something that belongs
I
to
owe
me.
you nothing. Finders keepers, as we used to say as children. And you beating it out of me just because you flex a muscle doesn't mean I have the book on me. It's somewhere safe and far away from here. And only I can bring it forth.
Well, yeah, then you better do it.
I won't, because there is no deal. I told you, in exchange for the book of knowledge, I want them to be dismantled. And you said you would convince me, or at least you'd have a think about it.
I
Is it
remember
so
telling
important?
you that I would crush your skull and take the book from your cadaver.
You can crush my skull all you want, for the book is not here.
Well, I guess we have nothing else to do than crush his skull and find whoever has this book.
No, we don't have to kill them. We can always torture.
I am not for these kind of things, but I start moving towards him, slowly, just walking towards him.
30 feet distance.
So you are alone. There is no one else here to help you.
It is just me and my servant. He actually takes a step closer towards you, as you are stepping towards him.
Can I make a perception check to see if there is something else that we have not noticed?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, Jesus. 13.
13. You notice that there's his basically he's not lying, he is pretty much on his own, as you kind of have this kind of wide vision behind him to see. So that's fine. You do notice that he is a bit too cocky about his
Yeah.
situation though.
When do I reach him?
Yes, you reach and he looks up to you and he says, "Do what you must do."
I must do nothing. I just want the book. What is the book?
I already said, not here.
Well, I cannot force these people to disassemble. How am I supposed to do that?
You're their companion. All you have to do is convince them. You don't have to force them. I thought maybe aligning your interests with mine to get what you want.
What is your interest?
We don't want any guild of the Watchers to remain. It's very uncomfortable having people watch over you.
Are you really afraid of these people?
I'm not afraid, they're just a nuisance. It's not like giants watching over my camp. Now that's fear. How I sense it.
There is no fear.
Mm-hmm.
I do not fear for myself. I fear for my people.
Do you really not fear for yourself?
Right now,
Disappointing your people? Not living up to the good old expectation of the moonchild? Druid of Luna?
well, the path that we walk may be longer than we expected, but our destination is set. I do not fear of failing. I cannot fail. My destiny is written already. I may take a detour because of you, but I have no interest in taking detour. And I would like to cast. I would like to use a bonus action to cast Shilele on my stuff.
What do you cast?
Shilele. It's a cantrip,
Okay.
which I can cast as a bonus action on my stuff to make my stuff stronger.
Okay. He looks at the staff and he looks at you. It's like, as I said, do what you have to do. But you're not getting that book because we had an agreement. I do not fear death because my Lord and Savior will bring me back.
Do you fear pain?
What is pain but an emotion? A feeling of uncomfortableness.
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah, go ahead.
If he's really not afraid of being tortured or killed.
go ahead.
18.
18. You can tell that his heartbeat is fluttering a bit. You can tell he's nervous, but he truly is remaining composed throughout this. That he's prepared. He's not bluffing.
I'd like to make a suggestion to him.
I lower down just a tiny bit.
Your suggestion?
Yeah. I want to suggest to him that he tell Moonchild why Moonchild should give up by him telling Moonchild exactly how far the book is away, like where it is, so that Moonchild will lose all hope
Okay.
of trying to do it.
Cool.
So
So I have to roll, I
it's
think,
a
to...
wisdom saving throw
Mm-hmm.
of 15.
15? Fuck. My first one.
You got 3 natural 20s.
Yeah,
It
I
was
think...
time. It was time.
Lord of Chaos, that's it. So how does this work? So you suggest to me as to why...
I suggest that he should tell Moonchild, like persuade Moonchild to give up by telling Moonchild where the book is, because it's so inaccessible that Moonchild will realize that the only way is to go through you.
You should give up this bravado, this macho-ness. I can get you the book here and now, but I won't. So, forget it. I can tell you exactly where it is, though. In our secret hideout, all the way in Aegis. And he kind of snaps out of it and he realizes what he just said. It's like, well, we've wasted each other's time enough, I believe. I have things to attend to if you don't mind seeing that our deal is off.
I'm going to lower down to the same level of his ears, and I'm going to... Is it fear that I smell?
Not the type of fear that you think.
Well,
Goliath.
it's the fear of your superior, knowing that you screwed up.
Mortos will be here soon enough, he whispers in your ear. And just this mist of black smoke consumes his presence. I need you to know I want to know if you inhale any of it or not. Or do you hold your breath?
I was inhaling right before I did that, so I don't know. Maybe.
Give me a constitution save.
That's up to you.
Constitution save.
Okay. No, I'm not too bad at that.
You're far away.
Yeah, far away. Kind of. Yeah, no. Well, not too shabby. 16?
You just in time. So, despite that the aroma hit you, it doesn't really take effect. But you get this weird sensational pull from the back of you. And as you if you allow the pull to move your body's natural instincts, you know, when you get that gut feeling and you move with it, you make eye contact with Ennis, and Ennis's eyes just turned jet black. And we're going to end the session here.
Cliffhanger!
We're going for a long break, so we're gonna disconnect from the stream for now because we're hungry and we need food. At least I'm gonna speak for myself. But we will be right back for the last session part in an hour or so. We'll post in the Facebook group. Thanks again, everyone, for watching so far. Thanks to Miniature Corner Studio for the nice dice box. You guys are getting one of these. Hopefully, not next session, I think the one after, so next month. I'm sorry. Thanks to the Temples and Dragons for this amazing place where they allow us to actually live stream. We'll see you in an hour.
Meanwhile,
Bye. What is happening?